Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. It's been a few days. I've been on a long weekend with my son. We took a little trip up into the mountains to get some fresh air and enjoy nature a little bit. So that was a lot of fun. And also, I'll be honest with you, since then I've been having some fun playing Diablo 3 again. So I haven't been super focused on Factorio, but we're going to get back into it today. Diablo 3 is a lot of fun. I made a necromancer. It's a kind of game where you don't necessarily have to think too hard if you don't want to, and you just go around blowing stuff up, and it's quite satisfying. Let's see. Okay, so since the last episode, I've done a few things here. I started making some titanium using the raw minerite. And the other ingredient that's needed is coke. And coke we just get from coal, kind of like you would in Angels and Bob's mods. You put in some coal, you get some coke out from a furnace. I'm just using a few electric furnaces here to make it simple. Now the titanium plate you have to make in these multifunctional furnaces. So I made a stack or two, and then I was able to construct my power armor, which you may recall requires titanium plates. So in the power armor now, I've got a small portable generator. I've got the larger portable generator. And I think the issue was that the fusion, what did I do with the fusion? Yeah, I think the fusion reactor, did it not work in here? Yeah, the tiny fusion reactor doesn't work in here just because I guess the mods are just not totally compatible. The TinyStart mod with this. So I took that out. But anyway, I fit one of these portable generators in here. I got 2 RoboPorts. My small portable, I put in belt immunity. I put in night vision. And then I've got 1 exoskeleton along with the Mark II batteries that I started the game with in TinyStart. Okay, so I can run around a little bit quicker now, which is nice. I also started crafting some batteries over here because I wanted to make some more bots. So I'm kind of slowly producing more construction bots over here, because what I'd like to do I'd like to be able to have a set of bots in the train as well as some that I can carry around, right? So that way I don't have to sacrifice my own productivity to have the train loaded with bots. So I think I'll give myself 20, which is, oh no, I can handle 40 bots personally. All right, so I'll give myself, well, actually I'll put 50 in the train so we can do our rail construction, and then I'll start keeping the rest. Now the train itself can handle up to 100, so that'll be the goal, is to get 100 bots in there. So I'm just feeding this by hand so we can keep crafting these things slowly over time. At some point I'll set up more automated production of bots, because I'm going to want to use a lot of logistics bots at some point. Now the other thing that I've done is I started to expand the rail over here so that I could tap into coal, and we got more iron over there. We've got a stone mine set up now because I'm pretty much out of stone in the main base. Yeah, in fact, I'm completely out of stone in the main base. So I'm now bringing in stone automagically and bringing it up there. So we got lots of stone now. I'm still not using LTN yet. So that'll be, once we get some of this stuff set up, I think that'll be the next project will be to set up a train depot for LTN. so that we can start taking advantage of that mod. Right now, I'm just doing the trains, you know, with the simple manual type of a program. All right, so now we've got iron ore, we've got stone. I want to start bringing in copper and coal to the main base. Okay, so I've got, I do have copper here, but this we were going to be using for smelting, so we're not actually going to put a train here just yet, right? Yeah, this copper is not going to get on a train. It's just going to come over here. So this shouldn't be copper 1. This should be copper, yeah, copper smelting 1. Or let's call it ore. Okay, so this is where we'll bring in ore. Right now I'm only going into this first one. I couldn't figure out a good way to balance these out. No, I think I can do it, actually. I'll need to get this so that it's feeding all these equally, so we can get full output coming out. But we'll fix that when we start to set up the smelting. For today, I'd just like to finish setting up this rail grid and get the coal mine set up. And if we have time for something else, we can work on that too. Okay, so I'm gonna hop in my train. Let me just make sure I'm good. Yeah, I've got plenty of rail stuff here. And I should handcraft some more of these mining drills. The Mark II mining drills. It's been suggested to me that I start using the Mark II mining drills more. I did start making steel again as well, since I need steel plates for so many of these crafting components. So I got that going there. Let's see. Yeah, so I'll just start. Do I want to handcraft these? Probably not. All right, let's grab some gears. I think, yeah, I'm putting gears in a box here now. 200. That's not nearly enough gears. Let's do 500. Okay. So we can slowly craft some of those as well. Okay. So anyway, let's go work on the rail network. I ran out of components over here, so we'll just bring the train over there. I've already ghosted out the connection. I love how fast these trains move. Compared to the last series, it's much faster, since I expect it's because we're not two-headed. The train's lighter that way. In my vanilla series, I was using two-headed trains. Okay, so that's done. It's all done down here. And then up here is where we'll put the coal mine. We're going to have to clear out a lot of stone and trees. Oh, anyway, as I was saying, it was suggested that I start using the Mark II mining drills more freely, and I think that's a good idea in general. I just haven't put it over here just because I don't think I really need them. You know, for example, over here I'm going to be getting full yellow belts for the most part without the Mark IIs. Over here I could probably stand to use a few of them. I think once I start going to higher tier belts, you know, red and blue belts, then it'll be more important to do that. But for now, I'm satisfied using the regular drills. Okay, so I'm going to copy these stations. Actually, don't I have this? No, I don't. Okay, let's delete that. I should make a blueprint of the two stations. Actually, I think I have a couple up here. Yeah. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to save that blueprint. That way I can put it down wherever I need it. And in this case, I'm only going to use one. Whoops. So that way we don't interfere with this resource patch here. Okay. All right. So let's start putting down some drills. And here around the tracks is where I think the Mark II drills make sense, since they're going to have to be spaced out due to the rail being in the way. So I think I'll start setting these up like this. Whoa. Okay. Actually, let's head back to base and pick up some more of those. Red circuits there. We need more gears here. Okay, and I've got 11. That'll be enough to cover what I need. How about regular mining drills? I don't have any of those. There, now we have 100. One bad Terran. All right, so we'll rename that to Coal 1. And we will label it appropriately on the map with the number 1. Okay. Nope, wrong place. Let's try that again. Okay, and these not only operate faster, but they also have a larger coverage area. As you can see, they have an extra or one more tile radius than the regular ones do. All right, so I'll put some on the other side of the tracks here, and then the rest I'll just use Mark I drills. Oh, and I'm out of belts. I should have checked that before I came back. Oh well. Alright. Actually, we could put... Yeah, let's do... No, we'll leave that like that. But we'll do a Mark II drill there. Yeah. That should be fine. There we go. We'll start to wire these up. And then I'm gonna have to go back to the base to get some belts. Okay, so far so good. Let's see how we're doing on power. Yeah, I'm still doing fine. Alright, go back to the main base. And I'm going to need a radar to put down there. So let's make one of those. I'll once again state that I wish we could see radar on the map. It looks like I have 3 right now. I've got one there, I've got one over here someplace, and then I've got one up here. So one down there. I just want to be careful not to spam too many of them because they use a lot of power, as you can see. Okay, let's grab that. We need yellow belts. There we go. And I'll grab more splitters. And I'm doing okay on undergrounds. We need more plastic for the bots. There. Okay. And on the research queue, we're getting ready to do nuclear power. Let me just check and see if there's anything else that I really want before we get into that, because that's going to take a long time. And yeah, no, I'm fine with that, I think. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead with that. We can always interrupt it if we decide we need some other research first. Okay. So let's put in all the rest of these drills. I'm just going to cover the patch completely, or at least as completely as I can with however many drills I have. I don't think I'll be able to get the whole thing. I'll have to go back for more drills. No, maybe not. Great. Okay, and let's place that radar. I think I'll put the radar down here. That should be more than enough to... Yeah, I mean, the radar coverage is pretty big with this mod. So that'll start to scan out and see what other resources we have. Okay, now we just need more power and more belts. There. All right, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 belts that I want to split into 4. So let's see if I have a 6 to 4 balancer here. Yes, I do. Awesome. Okay. So we'll put that right there. I'm not doing red belts yet, so I'm going to downgrade it. I'll downgrade it to yellow. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Okay, and I need 4 warehouses, which I can't make. I need reinforced iron so we can set up the station. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Yes, I'm going to copy. Well, I'll just copy this. Okay, and we need to make stack insert. Oh, no. All right, so we need stack inserters. I only have 4 stack inserters on those just because when I set the one up for stone, I didn't have enough materials to make more, but we'll fix that. All right, so let's go back to the base. We need 4 warehouses and some stack inserters. Actually, let's make 8 warehouses because we're going to need warehouses on the receiving end as well. Actually, what are these? Steel? Yeah, we need steel plate. All right. I was going to say I should set it up here in the mall, but well, I guess I can do something like this. I love these power poles. Oh, reinforced iron chest. Okay. me go grab a bunch of steel plate and I'll just fill that chest up. That way we can make a lot of these. There we go. Okay, and then I need stuff for stack inserters. Nope. Let's get more blues. Let's get more gears. More gears. Nope. More green circuits. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, I think this will finish before I can make another one myself. Okay, so now I got 4 and many more on the way. Actually, let's, okay, belay that order. Let's go there. Okay. Oh, I'm out of lights. Damn it. Okay. Well, whatever. Okay, so then we just feed the belts in, reverse that, there we go. Whoa. I'm not connecting these yet because I want them all to start filling at approximately the same time so that they stay relatively balanced. I'll let those two get a head start since they're farther away. Okay, and go there, and go there. Pretty close. Okay, and now we're mining lots and lots of coal. Fabulous. At least we would be if these were facing the correct direction. Pardon me? Oh. That's weird. Okay, now we got it. Okay, so let's set up a coal train. Here we go. We will allow that to begin to fill up. And I think it would be a good idea to refuel this guy, which we can do like that. Take advantage of the local resources. Okay, now we're using a lot more power. Let's see how our power plant is doing. Looks like we've got a lot of solid fuel. 500. I guess that's all that I decided to queue up. Okay, yeah, we're doing fine with solid fuel. Of course, once we have coal, we could start to inject more coal in there as well, because we'll have plenty of extra. I'll need to set up some stations to bring in the coal. We'll do that over here. Let's go over to the stone mine and put more inserters over there. And then I'll have to go get some lights so I can put those lights in. There. Okay, so we're making progress. I think once we get, well, let me think about this a minute. How much coal do I really want to bring in over here? I mean, eventually we're going to want to replace this smelting with the off-site stuff. I do need coal for plastic. Okay. Yeah, I guess we do want to, I guess we do need to bring coal over here to the starter base. We'll use it all eventually. Let's make sure these are all running. That's looking good. Our research is coming along. Very slow, but that's okay. I'm not in a rush. I would like to get into nuclear power soon so that we don't have to add more steam power. How are we doing here? Awesome. Okay, we need more batteries loaded in. Let's take care of that. Oh, yeah, we need more iron plate, it looks like. Okay, keep the batteries going. Top that off. Top that off. It's going to need more gears too. Okay. 50. Okay, cool. So now we can get 100 bots in here, which is awesome. That leaves only 10 for me, but I'll get more as they come out here. All right, so that's gonna do it for today's episode. Where's this guy going? For stone, I imagine. Yeah. That should fill up pretty quick now with all those stack inserters. I don't have any bonuses on them yet, so it's not terribly fast, but it's not bad. Okay, so we'll bring in. So in the next episode, we'll set up the unloading for coal. In fact, we might. I don't know if there's room here to save room here. Maybe I can unload the coal over on this side or over here, since there's not much going on here besides that refining. Or no, maybe I can unload it over here. Looks like I got a pretty good amount of room. This side or down here on this side. Can always move those belts. I'll figure it out. But we'll do that in the next episode. We'll get the coal unloaded. And then we can go back to setting up the copper and iron smelting that we were starting to do. I also need to complete this section of the grid. All right, so I'll finish that up offline, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.